Welcome to Secure Money Mindset, where seasoned advisors cover the topics that matter most to your financial future. Each episode is packed with practical insight, real conversations, and guidance you can trust. Let's dive in.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Secure Money Mindset podcast. My name is Josh Rothbard.
And I'm Feldman.
And we have a fun topic today. We're in the middle of summer. A lot of times when you think about summer, you think about baseball. So we're going to talk about some financial planning concepts, but doing it through the lens of baseball. And at the end of this podcast, Brett and I are going to try to stump each other with baseball trivia questions. So before we get to that, though, why don't we start with talking about a financial home run? Brett, what does a financial home run mean to you?
So to me, a financial home run means you're doing everything right. You can't start at home. I mean, obviously you're batting, but you can't just automatically get a run. There are things that go into the preparation and different steps that lead to you scoring a run, essentially.
Yep, exactly. So, when I think of a financial home run, I don't necessarily think of it as like a dollar amount. I kind of think of it more as a concept that you've achieved financial independence or you were able to achieve a certain financial goal. That's a financial home run. I think too often people think of a financial home run in the lens of a dollar amount or an investment that paid off spectacularly. But in this case here, we want to make it clear that a financial home run is achieving your goals, achieving financial independence.
Yep.
So before you hit a home run or before you score a run, you have to start somewhere. And the first goal is to get to first base. So when you get to first base in terms of financial planning, what do you think about?
Yeah, so I would say, and whenever we have meetings with clients, the first thing and the most important thing is having an emergency savings fund. We are not going to invest your money or be aggressive or get you into real estate or anything like that before you have that comfortable, nest, we could say. God forbid something bad were to happen to you. That first thing, that most important thing is that you are planning for the immediate future and you have that backup plan if necessary.
Yep. Yeah. So at first base, we're talking about simple concepts. Like you said, having that emergency fund, having life insurance, having disability insurance. Those things aren't fun. They're not sexy to talk about. They're not exciting. But that's what you need. You need to get to first base before you score a run. So you get to first base. Now the goal is to get to second base. In terms of financial planning, what do you think about with second base?
So second base, I would say once you have your savings established, you feel comfortable, you build some confidence, you're on base, you're on your way to scoring a run. That's when you're ready to create a plan. So maybe you have a little extra savings that you can start investing and building your wealth. And once you have that protection planning that you mentioned, then the next step would be to build your wealth a little bit.
Yep. So here and at second base, really, we're starting to talk about building good habits, whether it's contributing regularly to your 401k plan, whether it's creating a 529 plan for your kids and you're making regular contributions. So second base is really kind of habit building.
Yep.
Now we're getting to third base and we're getting closer to scoring that run, that financial home run. In terms of getting to third base, what does that mean to you?
So third base, I would say that's when you are on track to start achieving your goals. Maybe you like to travel and you've built enough of that nest where you're ready to put it to use. And maybe you have some extra funds that you want to put that to use. So stuff like traveling and funding college for your kids and just stuff like that where you're in a position where you feel comfortable to start, once you've built those assets and you're ready to put it to use.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of a progression. We get to first base, and that's where we build our financial base. We get to second base. That's when we're starting to build our good habits. Now we're at third base, and we're identifying specific goals like you talked about, whether it's travel, whether it's about retirement, whether it's saving for a shore house or a nice car, or whatever it is. Third base is where we establish those goals. So if we do a good job getting to first base, building habits at second base, establishing our goals at third base, that's going to set us up for our winning run, so to speak, financially.
And I would just add, to compare that to the Phillies scenario. So they've had, 5 years, 6 years of a lot of success. Yeah, not quite the total success they're looking for in winning a World Series. So I would compare being on third base to promoting Don Mattingly, the now new manager. They've had success in the past, but they're looking to get to that next step of winning a World Series, and hopefully Mattingly is that third base step that they are looking to overcome.
Yeah, I love it. They're right there. As a Phillies fan, you could feel it every year that they do well in the regular season. They get to the playoffs, and they've fallen just a little bit short each time. So yeah, hopefully Mattingly is the key to success. Okay, so now we're going to get to the trivia questions. This is going to be fun. I'm going to ask Brett a question, but I'm also going to give you viewers a chance to answer a question as well. And if you want to DM us the answers, the first person to get it right will send an SPG hoodie out to. So that's very exciting. So Brett, this is going to be an easy question. We just played the Mets this weekend. We won on Saturday and Sunday. Great series. But Brett, can you name one major league player in the history of baseball who has played for both the Phillies and the Mets?
So the first one that immediately comes to mind is Pedro Martinez. He was, of course, a legend on the Mets, and we got him at the, I guess you could say, latter end of his career. Yeah, I'm not sure he made too many memories as a Philly, but that's the one that I got on my mind.
All right, yeah, he was part of the 2009 World Series team. So if you're listening, if you have 3 players who played for the Phillies and the Mets during their career, send that over to us. And like I said, the first person to get that right will send an SPG hoodie out too. All right, now you could try this.
Yeah, all right, so something that's a little timely. I was at the game this past Saturday. When you're seeing this, it might be 2 or 3 Saturdays from now. But recently, Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs in the same game as Bryce Harper hit a cycle. That was the second time in the history of baseball that has happened. Can you name the other team that did that?
Yes, so I do know the answer to this question because I watched the game and they were talking about it on TV. So I think it was the Yankees in 1938.
I believe it was 1932.
1932, okay. And I think the players, was it like Lou Gehrig and Tony Lazzari?
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
There you go.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hopefully you had a little fun watching this podcast about baseball and financial planning. Please be on the lookout for more podcasts from us and Secure Money Mindset. And we look forward to seeing you next time.
See you next time.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode of Secure Money Mindset. For more, search Secure Money Mindset on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts, and watch full episodes on YouTube. Thanks for listening to Secure Money Mindset, where financial security is a state of mind.